Ladies and gentlemen, back here with the Hobo. Now, Hobo, you've asked for this time. What's on your mind?
See us here, Dave? Fairly innocuous, isn't it? But it's how we got here today. Where we are, where I am, with Nick Madrid. Each of us walks our own road, isn't that right? Who could say where it leads? But I was an observer to a road my father took. I am the result of his actions. I see where you're going, Nick. I see where you're going. I see where your son's going. I look in the mirror when I look at your son. That picture you showed me backstage, I see it. I'm here to stop you. I'm here to stop you from walking that road. So I want to see you in the ring tonight, one-on-one. Hopefully I can beat you. Maybe get you to rethink this whole thing. Maybe even rethink joining Vermin. At least I can get you to listen. Maybe I can get you to listen to this.
Introducing first, from Albuquerque, New Mexico, weighing in at 200 pounds, Nick Madrid!
Hello everyone, and welcome to Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Todd Kennelly along with Stu Stone, and what a way to kick off this week's program. What a personal matchup this looks to be.
This one's going to be personal, Todd, and here's Nick Madrid, a man whose son may grow up to be just like the Hobo, according to the Hobo's words, Todd.
Well, you hear the thoughts of our great fans here in the Ocean View Pavilion, exactly what they think of what this man has done and what he stands for.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with selling out. When you sell out, that means you're making money. And for the first time in Nick Madrid's life, he's making money. And here's a broke opponent, the Hobo.
Opponent from Hoboken, New Jersey, weighing in at 200 cans of beans, the Hobo!
Well, the Hobo speaks with a whole lot of life experience. This guy has had to ride the rails his whole life.
Sleep on the rails.
He knows what went on in his childhood. He doesn't want to see that for Madrid's son, Lincoln, trying to see if he can change this man's ways. But what we've heard recently from Madrid, very cryptic, saying maybe this is the real Nick Madrid. I'm more Nick Madrid than I've ever been.
Listen, Nick Madrid was making poor life decisions before he joined Vermin. If he allowed his kid anywhere near the Hobo, that is a terrible, terrible choice. As a father and as a human being, it's about time Nick Madrid smartened up.
So here we go. Will Hobo be successful here? Will he make that man, the stoic Nick Madrid, change his ways? And what a matchup we have here. This has gotten very, very personal. But thinking of the past of Madrid on this program, many great victories, always very respected by the fans. Now they're chanting, "You sold out." He was a great rookie. We've seen him grow up in the business on this very program. I think it's a cop-out. I think he couldn't do it on his own. He found strength in numbers after facing many factions in his time.
Listen, confidence is the number one thing, the number one attribute that makes you get it done in the ring, and that's to have confidence. Nick Madrid has never been more confident. Look in the look in this man's eyes. He is a dangerous, dangerous man, Todd.
The Hobo turned on, of course, well documented by his best friend, the Manimal, at one point. And now Nick Madrid, a man...
The Hobo was turned on by the Manimal? What a sick man.
Oh, give me a break.
You said it.
What I'm saying is, you know, the Hobo, no stranger to this type of backstabbing, and now from a man that he traded stories with, talked about family. These guys had a connection. The brotherhood in the back, the fraternity that goes on between these guys that travel the roads, that get in that squared circle and compete. And Nick Madrid broke that bond.
Listen, I've been in the back. I'm not out there like you, glad-handing all these idiots. I'm in the back. I see that camaraderie, and I happen to know the Hobo is like Pigpen. There's squiggly lines coming off of him. There's flies all around him. No one's going near this guy in the back. You're giving him way too much credit. He's nosy. He needs to keep his filthy nose out of Madrid's business and maybe focus on finding a warm place to sleep tonight.
Madrid, once such a fiery competitor, now so calculated in his offense. He's not wasting any time, very methodical. Yeah, what do you know about the fraternity in the back. We talked about riding the rails, riding the roads. The only thing you ride is the coattails of Othello, and those are some big coattails, by the way.
Big coattails, by the way. Plenty of room. I can stretch out. I can sleep. It's a really comfortable ride. And look at this, Hobo about to go for a ride right into the post. There you go. I love this. This is a Nick Madrid that I love. You mentioned earlier, we saw this man come up. We saw his very first match you and I broadcasted here on this program. Look at him right now. He looks great. He looks absolutely confident, dangerous. He's got all the tools to take it to the next level. This is the fans chanting sober up to the Hobo. They know.
Well, I think it's Nick Madrid, actually, that needs to clear his head and come to his senses with what he's been doing lately as the Hobo trying to strike back. But again, a more aggressive Nick Madrid than ever we have seen, but also a different pace in the ring. You got to mention it. I mean, he's a different competitor out there. He's not wasting any motion, but he's more effective than ever.
Listen, wrestling is a lot of focus, okay? It takes focus. Distractions cost so many people victories. No one knows that better than me, trust me. If you're glad-handing to these idiots out here, they are a distraction. And now look at this. Now that he doesn't care about the fans, he's focused on one thing, and that's getting victories. His kid will be a lot happier when daddy's making money buying him toys from the toy store.
I don't think there's going to be any toys from the toy store. I think Nick Madrid is all about himself. He's being selfish, quite frankly, and to join the likes of the Vermin that are running roughshod over this entire company, the attacks that they've made, the title matches that they have ruined. I mean, they've basically taken complete control of this program.
Well, not entire control, but I'll tell you what, Nick Madrid taking control of this matchup from the get-go. Hobo has gotten zero offense in on Nick Madrid, and I love it. And look at this, Madrid's got something on his mind right here. What's he gonna do, Todd?
Full head of steam now by Madrid. Look out, thought it was gonna be a monkey flip, but the Hobo puts on the brakes there. That train comes to a stop.
I spoke too soon.
Hobo trying to fire up now, and I think the Hobo, with his goals in this match, to try and beat some sense into Madrid, and he just might do it.
Wow, Hobo really giving it to Madrid, and he legit is angry, and you can see about to take a ride on the Hobo train right now.
Yeah, he's been down in some can of beans. He's got some protein behind those. Oh, give me a break. Look out here. Hobo, just when he's got things going.
No, look at this.
Got the revolution out here. Sorry. We've got members of Vermin out here, and look at that cane now being handed to Madrid. So the smoke and mirrors, the distraction play.
It's not a distraction. Hobo's the one that went to them. They were merely, oh, look at that. Well, look at in the end, look what happens here. The Hobo asked for this, okay? Referee Chris Massey, he has no choice but to let these men come in and give the Hobo what he deserves. He stuck his man into this man's business, into this man's family's business. If someone talked about your kid, you wouldn't like it, Todd.
Well, the Hobo in a bad way here. Look at this.
What are they going to do here? Oh, no, look. Speaking of staying out of business, what are these two doing in here?
Tag team champions PP Ray saved the day here for the Hobo. I shudder to think what would have happened if Vermin would have completed that attack. They were trying to eradicate the Hobo.
PP Ray had no business getting involved in this. They are asking for problems, and you don't want trouble with Vermin, trust me.
Okay, folks, standing by here with the Revolution, all three men in action tonight on the program. What you got?
Esta noche, finalmente, tenemos la gran oportunidad para ser los campeones del mundo.
The great Chaz says, tonight, the Revolution has the golden opportunity to win the Heritage Tag Team titles and take them back home.
All right.
PP Ray, you are like the Justin Bieber. You're a skinny man, you don't train, you're too busy with your sexy parties. The Revolution, we train 24/7. Tonight, you see the meaning of
Viva la Revolution!
At age 52, Tim Feaser is doing what most 20-year-olds can't do. Critics have compared him to Jack LaLanne.
Age is just a number. In my late 30s, I was tired of being overweight and out of shape, so I decided to get back to basics with my diet and exercise. Combining rope jumping with resistance training provides an unbeatable 1-2 punch to knock out fat, leaving you with a chiseled body you'll enjoy the rest of your life.
Tim got in shape in his early 40s and remains so today at age 52.
As an actuary for a Fortune 500 healthcare company, I'll help you learn your numbers for better nutrition while also maximizing your workout results.
No matter what your current fitness level, you can start with the beginner or advanced workouts to reach your peak.
I know you can do it. So what are you waiting for?
If you order now, you'll make just 3 easy payments of $34.95 and we'll ship it for free. You'll save over $120 by going to peak50fitness.com to order.
The following triple threat contest is set for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Sasha Derevko and Che Cabrera from Venezuela, weighing in at 160 pounds, Fidel Bravo!
Welcome back to ringside, everybody. Todd Kennelly, Stu Stone here with you. We've seen what the numbers game is capable of early on in this program with the Vermin. That can really be said for this group as well, the Revolution.
The Revolution, look at these 3 men right here. We already know that the 2 key members of the Revolution are going to be facing PP Ray in our main event tonight for the tag team scraps. But right now, their comrade, Fidel, has got a little test ahead of him here, Todd.
Introducing his opponent from Bangladesh, India, weighing in at 165 pounds, Thomas Day.
A light-skinned Indian individual.
Thomas Day.
I want to check the birth record on this guy.
Oh, just really mellows out the mood. Don't you feel limber? Don't you feel relaxed every time he comes to the ring?
He's got the body of an incense stick.
Tell you what, though, if he ever gets some Dalsum action going, maybe some yoga fire, that could really be trouble for his opponent.
Well, listen, the most charismatic moment of this man's career thus far is when Dave Marquez interviewed him in the ring and he didn't say a word. Here he goes again. Look at this guy. He's going to do maybe a little downward doggy for us.
Dave Marquez, I think you keep putting the emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Dave Marquez. And speaking of Marquez, here's his favorite little buddy.
From Buffalo, New York, weighing in at 191 pounds, Dan Joseph.
Interesting matchup we have here. Triple threat action. Dan Joseph,
course,
Thomas.
The first graduate, Dan Joseph, the first graduate, not of DeVry, but of the Championship Wrestling from Hollywood Wrestling School. He is the top graduate from the school, which is impressive. And all 3 of these young guys are all looking to make a name for themselves here and move themselves up the card. Matchmaker, Danielle, that cross-eyed idiot, is definitely watching in the back right now. And one of these guys could be in line for a big push, as they say, if they can come up victorious. But look at this guy in the ring. He doesn't even know where he is.
Well, you know, with Thomas Day here, they say, many great athletes say that they envision the competition before. They get themselves in that mental state of mind. I got to believe that's what he's doing here.
He's blocking out some childhood trauma. This is what he's doing. It's some of that Buddha.
I think he's from India. I don't think, whatever. Anyway.
Oh, here we go. Quick
but
roll
I
up.
digress.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, now you're going to see some fast action in this one with all 3 of these guys. But there are no friends when business calls here. Look at this.
That's right. You got to believe that alliances are going to be short-lived here. First pinfall or submission is going to take the win. And as you mentioned here, well, a little passive resistance there with the block by Thomas Day. Can he get things rolling? We know that this guy can high fly with the best of them. Look at the limber ability there into the arm drag.
Very cool. Tomaste looking good.
Yeah, Gumby called. He wants his offense back.
Of course, Tomaste bought his wrestling boots from the Von Erich store.
All right, very good. Yes, he's barefoot.
Yes.
As you went a long way
I
to
had
get to.
to.
Hey, he's wrestling
all
without
the way
boots
to Texas,
on.
Right. And look at this. This is something you learn in wrestling school, to ground an opponent and try to weaken them right from their core right there.
Well, you talked about Dan Joseph. Very technically sound, as you mentioned, and he may keep it basic in there with Thomas Day. Nice leg sweep into the cover by Dan Joseph. Now back the other way by Thomas Day. Fidel Castro, conspicuous by his absence right now, but here he comes. Might not last long. Look at that double hip toss takeover.
Very nice. Dan Joseph, of course, put together. He's got a real wrestler's physique there. Very impressive young man, but might be spending too much time focusing on making friends. He needs to focus on pinfalls here.
Thomas Day, things getting hot for him. Maybe some Bikram yoga there on the outside. He's tripped up. You know, that's where they heat up the room and all that.
Yeah, schwitz box. I get it.
But that allows Fidel Bravo to take advantage of this matchup.
Crazy little Venezuelan Bravo. He's a dangerous man. Don't be fooled by this man.
think the only guy that maybe has sold out as much as Nick Madrid is this guy, turning his back on the Stars and Stripes, the US of A. Are you kidding me?
Well, he's from Venezuela.
Your point?
Not Fernando Venezuela.
He's not from North America anymore. He's from South America.
How
What's
about
your
that
point?
Clothesline right there?
Yeah,
Let's
how about
focus
it?
on that.
How about it, Stu Stone?
Yeah, he took him on a trip around the world there.
On the outside, though, Thomas Day a non-factor because Derevko putting the boots to him. So that allows Fidel Castro to have the chance here to take advantage. Again, it's going to come down first guy that gets the pin. You got one of the guys a non-factor, so this is an opportunity for both of the guys inside the ring to take home the victory here, Stu.
I'm sorry, I'm distracted by the awesomeness of Fidel's mustache. And look at that pair of knees right to the chest. That'll cut your wind off.
Into the cover now, deep hook of the leg. You know, I got to give credit where credit is due. Fidel gave one of the toughest performances I've ever seen. He was in there with Big Nasty Eric Watts, a match that we thought would maybe last under 10 seconds. And he gave Big Nasty a run for his money. So this guy, don't sell him short. He's tough.
I'm not selling him short at all. I think he's great. I think his mustache is great. I think his friends are pretty cool, too. They might be the tag champs later. I may have business to discuss with these guys a little bit later. But look at this. He is teaching Dan Joseph a lesson that he may have not learned in Championship Wrestling from Hollywood School. And that's, oh, look at this, on how to breathe. He's just helping him out. A little crash course in breathing.
Action on the outside and inside of the ring here. Look out. Thomas Day now back in. Big missile drop kick there.
Referee Chris Massey looking on.
Dan Joseph, can he pick up the pieces? What a huge victory this would be for him against two, as you mentioned, top up-and-coming talents here in Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Look at the athleticism.
Whoa!
Oh, my gosh.
Have you ever seen that move?
Into the elbow. Talked about a long way to get to a reference or a joke from you. That was a long way to get to an elbow drop.
That was very interesting. And look at this. Daniel Joseph is turning some heads, mainly mine right now. And, well, wait a minute. Fidel's going to turn his eyes inside out and, oh, hits him with a cutter.
High impact move there by Bravo. But Dan Joseph, talk about veteran-like instincts getting out of there. And again, the very elusive Thomas Day comes up with high impact of his own.
Just flipping and flying everywhere. Oh, look at this. Who's he talking to?
Oh, a little meditation. Getting in the zone yet again.
Will there be water in the pool, though? That is the question, Todd.
Water in the pool. Is that a yoga move?
No.
Probably is.
There's some sore ribs for you. And Fidel's going to wrap this up. 1, 2, got him.
Rolled him up just like a Cuban cigar.
And the revolution rolls on. This is going to be big momentum for these guys for tonight.
Bravo!
Big momentum. They're going after the tag straps a little bit later on. Fidel showing that he can do what it takes to get the unos, dos, tres. This is a nice victory right here.
The revolution will be televised indeed. We'll be back on Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Family Stone out here to ringside, and no surprise, Stu's got a mic. He's got something to say, it looks like.
This has been one of the worst years of my life so far. Nothing is going right. Adam Pearce came back from the dead like a damn zombie.
Moved a lot faster than a zombie.
What are you going to do, Cedric? What are you going to do to change the luck of the Family Stone? And it better be good, Cedric. For you, Stu, I challenge anybody in the back to a match here tonight to prove that not only am I the best in the Family Stone, but in all of Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. So whoever it is, come on out. I'm waiting.
Who's it going to be?
Stu calls him the most entertaining man in wrestling.
Anyone at all can answer this challenge?
Wait a minute, who's that?
Maybe even someone that's kind of new around here?
What? Striker? The fans are pumped up to see Matt Striker back in Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.
For the past 10 years of my life, I've been a part of WWE. But for the last 6 months, I've called Championship Wrestling from Hollywood my home, and I thank you. I sat there and I commentated and I watched your matches, Cedric, and you are a bad man. I'll give you that. Okay? I'm still in my workout gear. I was rolling around in the ring earlier because I'm thinking of making a comeback.
Wow.
And I figure, if I'm going to do it, why not do it right? Why not get in the ring with one of the very best that this place has to offer? You truly are one of the very best. But here's the thing. Why do you hang out with a guy like this? This is the most annoying human being on the face of the planet. I'll tell you what. I want to make this fun. If it's okay with you, I'll wrestle you right here, right now. If I can beat you, and I say if because I respect you as a competitor. If I can beat you, I get 2 minutes alone in the ring with Stu Stone. You down? Are you down?
Striker upping the ante here.
You can do a lot of damage in 120 seconds.
Cedric nodding his head in affirmation. We've got ourselves a match, and think of the stakes here.
Well, they're discussing it right now. All right, there we go.
Cedric now attacking Striker from behind. Striker considering a comeback to the ring. Man, what a rough way to return against Cedric, a dangerous opponent, so Striker really putting himself to the test.
Well, Striker's a great competitor. He wants to return against someone with the talents of Cedric.
Striker, a lot of spring in those legs, though, leaving his feet. Look at that drop kick right on the button.
I mean, this is a guy, Matt Striker, wrestled all over the world. Yeah, he has a lot of credentials as a very good announcer, but let's not forget his wrestling career. The guy's done it all.
Yeah, he has wrestled on the biggest stage and under the brightest lights, and now right here in Hollywood, look out. Oh, yeah, gonna readjust the spine of the Hitman. He might have on him. Look at the leg, can he do it?
Oh, boy.
Mood just changed in a big way.
The lights have just gone out because Othello is covering them all.
And here on commentary, bell sounds as Othello now steps into the ring.
Chrissy Massey just called for the bell.
You know, when Striker has joined us on commentary, he's left no doubt on how impressed he is with this monster Othello, and he came face to face with him, well, as close as you can come.
Due to 3 damn stipulations, Stu Stone now must get in the ring for 2 minutes with
A DQ is a win. A DQ is a win.
Yeah, we don't have championship gold on the line. A DQ gets the job done. Stu Stone in a world of trouble here.
Matt Striker didn't think a win would be this easy. Oh, and he's running like, oh, there he goes. Of course, Stu Stone's taking off. Never owning up to his end of the bargain.
Yeah, discretion, the better part of valor. No valor in that weasel, Stu Stone.
Wait a minute. What? Stu's coming back?
Whoa!
It's Rudy demanding Stu get back in the ring. I love it.
Stu Stone between a rock and a hard place here.
Measuring him up. Glasses off.
And Othello pulls Stu to safety again.
Oh, come on.
Oh, man, give me a break. Show of respect there by Stryker to Rudy.
We do have one member of the family left in the ring, Todd.
Uh-oh. Be very, very quiet.
Oh, they are really calculating this out here.
Rudy off the top. What a beautiful crossbody. Yeah. Under the tutelage of the teacher there, Matt Stryker. School is in session, and the family stone, and namely Cedric, just got taught a lesson.
The teacher and the student teaming up.
And I gotta wonder, you know, Matt Stryker mentioned a comeback is possible.
A possible comeback.
Are we gonna see Matt Stryker here as an active roster of championship wrestling from Hollywood? The fans wanna see it. I want to see it. We'll miss him here in the booth if that's the case, but I want to see Stryker back doing what he does best.
I want to see him back too. I want to see him back too.
The following 6-man tag team contest is set for one fall. Introducing first, Johnny Yuma, Johnny Goodtime, and Tito Escondido, Vermin.
Welcome back to Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Vermin, obviously, we felt their presence earlier, and welcome back to the broadcast position there, Stu Stone.
Vermin may be Vermin, but you know what? You know who's a pest? Matt Stryker and Little Rudy. You talk about pests. How the hell are they going to get involved in my business? Matt Stryker will pay for getting in my business, and Little Rudy, I'm going to squash him like a little bug. Rudy.
Rudy, indeed. Gotta love that little underdog, and I'll tell you what, Matt Stryker and Rudy really showed up the family stone. You look ridiculous.
You better shut up, Todd. You are ridiculous. Speaking of ridiculous, look at this broad.
Their opponents, accompanied to the ring by their sister Kylie, Ian Sutton, Haas Hogg, Jody Sutton, the family Sutton.
Family Sutton. There's a little copyright infringement going on here.
Well, this just isn't your night, is it, Stu Stone?
This is ridiculous.
I gotta tell you, I bet Matt Stryker.
On his shirt it says, "Hi, Mom." I just gotta point this out. He's looking for his mom because she ran off on them when they were just toddlers. Look at these three idiots. Kylie Sutton.
Matt Stryker probably feeling pretty good right now after what just went down in our last segment. He's probably glued to the monitor. He's getting a little smitten with Kylie, I think.
Who is?
Matt Stryker.
Is he?
Just from, recent commentary. But here we go.
You know what you get when you line up the whole Sutton family in one row? Well, you know what you don't get?
Teeth?
A full set of teeth. That's right. Yeah, there you go. We're a good team here, like Abbott and Costello.
That's right. Who's on first?
Yes, and what is going on outside of the ring right now? You got, what is going on out there right now? You got a lot of chaos in here with the Vermin. You never know what's going to happen. Of course, former tag champs, the Rock Nest Monsters, a former tag champ, Tito Escondido. Johnny Goodtime gonna fly.
Huge high elevation there by Johnny Goodtime. And in recent action, the elimination tag team match, how impressive was Tito Escondido? Fans, we gotta think back here. He eliminated both members of the tag team champions consecutively. He was an absolute beast in that match.
That was amazing. And speaking of elimination, what do they got planned here? I see them messing here, kerfuffling with the stage here. They're taking Ian Sutton. Look at this. They're putting him right under the stage, Todd.
Well, sending him right back to the pig pen, apparently.
What's under there? Is that where Marquez sleeps? What are they going to do here? This is amazing. Why didn't I think of this?
Yeah, pretty smart. Trapping the man here, making him a non-factor. These guys, you never know what they're going to come up with.
This is genius right here. You can't accuse Johnny Yuma of not being smart.
Looking back, the attack on Scorpio Sky. These guys really made history. Ricky Mandel, yeah, he's the Heritage Heavyweight Champion. But is he really? Who really is to blame for Scorpio Sky losing that title? Look at these three in the ring right now. It was Vermin that caused that history to be made, the title change.
Well, Big Duke might have something to say about that. And look at this, Johnny Yuma runs right into his own trap. Ian Sutton is still under there. Is somebody gonna let him out? Please don't.
Cover made here now. And again, Vermin, they have completely taken over. These guys are just, I don't know. That's what I want to know. We try and figure it out. What is their end game? Total domination? Championships? I mean, you've got a maniacal mind. What do you think these guys are after?
I appreciate it. Thank you for noticing. Only you and my mom noticed the positive attributes about me. Look at this man winding up and boom, right to the face of Yuma. You know what they're in for. They're in this for blood. These are sadistic men. It's a different kind of evil than I have. These are sadistic men that like to see blood shed. They want to hurt people. They don't care. They don't give a damn.
Going upstairs there, big kick onto Sutton by Johnny Yuma.
You know, he doesn't have dental insurance.
I don't think he needs it.
That's a good point, actually. 3 out of 5 dentists recommend to stay the hell away from the Sutton family if you're a toothbrush.
Tag made, and here we see again this man, who absolute monster in recent action, Tito Escondido. Mentioned former Heritage Tag Team title holder.
Even still, I would still arguably call him the most improved athlete we've seen in a long, long time around here. This is a powerhouse. He's a nasty, nasty individual, and like you said, he pinned both tag team champions in succession. In succession. He should be the tag team champions by himself. Unfortunately, me and Othello, we've pretty much got a lock on that.
Yeah, if any man has ever sent a message on this program, it was Tito Escondido, with those consecutive eliminations of the tag champs. Into the cover now, trying to put this one away after that roaring elbow strike.
The human protein shake. Powerful man.
I'm sure you're going to make an Ico Pro reference.
I
Go
already
ahead.
did.
In 5,
you just did
4,
yes.
3.
There you go. Johnny Goodtime, by the way. Doesn't need a game genie for these crazy moves. No one has more innovative offense, in my opinion, than Johnny Goodtime. One of the most underrated competitors we've ever had in this company.
Johnny
what an innovator.
Goodtime, I'll tell you what, ever since
the mad genius.
Ever since he spent some time in the land of the rising sun, you talk about competitors changing, becoming a different person in that ring. He still has all the high-flying ability that he ever did, but now he's more aggressive. He's adapted part of that Japanese strong style. We see it right there with that double stomp. He is an absolute machine in that ring, and seemingly no remorse, no regret for what he does. Into the cover now.
And just so smooth, too, a true artist in there. And this isn't just me trying to kiss some ASS, you know what I'm saying? I really genuinely do admire the ring work of Johnny Goodtime. And boy, to just be in a group with him, it just increases guys like Nick Madrid's profiles just to be associated. Imagine what Nick Madrid's learning just being around a guy like Goodtime.
But you know what I respect? You want to talk about respect? We're singing the praises of these guys as much as it makes me sick. I can't deny their ability. But you know what I respect? I respect the heart of the Suttons. They are still fighting in this thing. They're at a disadvantage. Right now, Vermin has the power play. It's 3-on-2. Because of the entrapment that happened on the outside, and yet the Suttons continue to fight.
The Sutton family, too busy watching Flowers in the Attic, if you ask me. These are kissing cousins. I want nothing to do with them. They got, trust me, they're inbreds. Much like these people here in the audience.
Flowers in the Attic, flowers for Algernon, the flower shop with adorable Adrian Doss. You can talk about flowers all you want. I'm talking about heart. I'm talking about will to win. I'm talking about will to survive. And that's what the Suttons have. And as long as they're standing, which he's doing now as he turns them inside out, they've got a shot at this thing.
You are full of crap, Todd. Would you invite the Suttons over to your house? Come on.
Absolutely. It'd be a good time. Have a little barbecue.
Not a good time for Johnny right now.
As long as Kylie's coming.
Yeah. Believe me, I've dealt with Kylie. She's a stalker. Stay off my Facebook. I don't even know how she gets on the computer. She's got dial-up over there on the barn.
What happens if the Suttons win this thing? It would totally stop the momentum of Vermin. If you're anybody, you got to think the champion. Hold on, cover here by Hoss Hog Sutton.
UHF, a good movie, by the way.
Yep.
You're fired.
Don't you know the Dewey Decimal System?
Yes, I do.
Rose Wild Kingdom.
Give me a steak medium rare.
Anyway, if the Suttons win this thing,
and today we're gonna teach Suttons how to fly. Look at this. Oh, man.
Another high-impact move there.
That is a heavy package right there.
Sex Factor now by Yuma. Look out. Goodtime is perched. High elevation into the splash. These guys having their way. The dominance continues.
That was impressive. You talk about a three-move combination.
Here are your winners, Johnny Yuma, Johnny Goodtime, and Tito Escondido.
What a combination there. You talk about left, right, left, ABA, up, down, select, start. Right there, that's a combo. They hit him with all the moves in the closet, in the cupboard, and get the victory, the 1, 2, 3, the payday. The rich get richer here, and the poor go back to the barn to play with Charlotte and her web.
Well, who is going to crack that code? That is Vermin. They are immune to all the pesticide that Championship Wrestling from Hollywood has to offer. They roll on.
You suck, Suttons.
The following contest is set for one fall and is for the Hollywood Heritage Tag Team Championship. Introducing the champions at a combined weight of 696 pounds and 9 ounces from Erotic City, Pretty Peter Avalon and Rey Rosas. They are the current reigning and defending Hollywood Heritage Tag Team Champions, PP Ray!
Here we go, Tag Team Championship action. The Revolution, PP Ray. We saw all these guys earlier to start this program off. Thank goodness for PP Ray coming to the aid of the Hobo, and now they defend the coveted Heritage Tag Team titles right here in our main event against the Revolution.
Main event time, PP Ray taking on the Revolution, and this is going to be a hard-hitting match from one end and a high-flying kind of creative offense. It's a real clash of styles here. Who do you got in this one?
Well, I'll tell you, Stu, thanks for setting me up there. As they say, styles make fights, and that is certainly indicative in our main event here tonight. I like PP Ray, and I'll tell you why.
You would.
The experience as a tag team, they've been through the wars, and they...
Oh, look at that.
And think of this. Think of the recent victory over the longest reigning Heritage Tag Team title holders in history, the Tribe. They've proven they can get in there with a bigger, more physical team and get it done, and I think they're going to do it again here tonight.
They just might, and you know, these guys are impressive. They've gotten in my way a few times, but I'm not going to take credit away from the champs. They are impressive. I'm one of the guys that was a big supporter of them early on in their days as a team, and here they are proving why they are the best right now at this moment, but you never know. The Revolution looking very strong. They've got momentum. And on a side note, where is Ian Sutton? Is he still under the stage?
Somebody's got to get that man out of there.
I think he's still under there, lost with Colt Cabana's career.
Talk about being left in the dark. Look out here, the double teaming starts, and that's what the champs are going to have to do, quite frankly. They have to stick and move. They got to stay fresh.
Like Little Mac.
And they have to try and wear down their bigger opponents as they did with the Tribe. What a great victory that was for PP Ray. I really think that victory more than any cemented their tag team title reign thus far.
Well, don't look past the Revolution. These guys are very tough. Jay Cabrera, smoking blunts coming to the ring. You got the Mad Russian there, Sasha Derevko. These guys are, they're no joke. They're no pushover. And as much as people may think that these guys forced themselves into the title scene, they got victories. They beat men up. They beat grown men up. Trained professional athletes were beaten up by these men. And right now, the showboat, Rey Rosas, coming off the top there, working the arm.
Well, it's not showing off if you can back it up. And the tag champs can do just that. But yes, to your point, cannot take anything away from the Revolution. We just saw.
Oh, look at this, the Vermin.
What are they doing out here?
How much camera time do these guys need? Look at this. Danielle stopping them from coming out here.
Well, their ears must be burning, because I was just about to talk about that we see what strength in numbers can do, and the Revolution, because of that, might have, you would think, an advantage in this main event against the champs. But now, of course, the X Factor with the Vermin out here, we don't know what's going to happen. I'm sorry, fans. I'm flustered. Oh, my goodness. Danielle there just taken
got hit
out.
by Peter Avalon. Peter Avalon just assaulted that young lady.
No, victim of circumstances.
What a piece of crap.
Oh, shut your mouth,
Somebody
Stu. You're
call the
full
police.
of it.
He just hit a woman.
She was just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Well, one of her eyes was in the wrong place at the wrong time. She is cross-eyed, but Peter Avalon, now what's he going to do? He's going to take advantage of her. First he's hitting her, and now he's going to take advantage of her. What kind of a filthy human being is Peter Avalon?
You are out of your mind. He is taking her to get assistance.
He
You've
is
got to believe.
disgusting.
Chivalry is not dead.
What a pervert. Where is he taking her?
And the views of Stu Stone do not represent those of championship wrestling from Hollywood.
Yes, they do. And look at this on top of all that. He's leaving his partner high and dry. Look at this. No one for Roses to tag. How selfish is Peter Avalon? Is there a problem with PP Ray? I think so.
Can you come up for a breath? Yeah, the reality is, folks, back to our regularly scheduled tag
Spin
team
it out,
time.
Todd.
Yeah, I'm trying. Main event. And it is the numbers game more evident than ever here. The title reign of the champs, PP Ray, in extreme jeopardy here tonight.
Ironically, we discussed how Tito beat the tag champs by himself last week. Now Rey Rosas is going to have to try to one-up him and beat the Revolution by himself. Peter Avalon has left. Oh, wow. You talk about high-impact offense.
Alley-oop there.
Hopefully Avalon's not doing that to Danielle in the back.
Oh, new champs to be crowned.
One,
not
two.
like this, no.
Oh. Why would he even kick out? Just might want to stay down at this point and call it a career.
Yeah, that's exactly what you would do because you have no integrity. Rosas has a lot of pride, a lot of blood running through that body. But the big strike.
Dare you say that about me?
Strike by the Russian there.
You can't even spell integrity.
If you're the challengers here.
Yeah, that's right. Don't try. That's fine.
Sense of urgency now because they smell gold. If they can put away Rosas here, they win the titles. Yes, it would be under dubious circumstances, but you think these guys care? No, of course they don't.
There's nothing better than the smell of gold. Trust me, it has this tremendous scent that fills your nostrils and makes you feel a bliss that only gold can make you feel. And yes, they have a taste for gold. Hopefully, if Rey Rosas is lucky, these guys won't have a taste for blood.
Tell you, talk about the cigar smoking of Che Cabrera. It could very well be closing in on being the biggest victory cigar that this man has ever smoked. Will the titles change hand tonight? We find out right after this.
Where is Danielle? Where's Danielle?
Welcome back, everyone, to Championship Wrestling from Hollywood Tag Team Title Main Event. And we may be on the cusp of history being made on this program for 2 consecutive weeks. The Heritage Heavyweight title, and now perhaps the tag team titles to change hands. Big time gut buster there off the top by Cabrera.
Who you gonna call? Gut buster right there, right from the, oh God, he fell about 15 feet right onto a knee. That's gonna do it. New champs, 2, 3, oh my. Just stay down, Rosas. Peter Avalon's already left you. God knows what's happening to Danielle. We're going to be seeing about her on Dateline NBC down the road here. She's missing. Ian Sutton's missing. The referee's missing these tags. What's going to happen?
Big scoop and a slam by the big Russian there. Yeah, you want to make Ghostbusters references? Yeah, somebody cue Slimer, because there's nothing clean about this if these guys win the title. Give me a break. Not like this. Where is Avalon? We got to hope that he's getting assistance for Danielle in the back, but he's got to get his way back out here. The titles are going to change hands. No water in the pool there,
no.
And thank goodness there wasn't.
No water in the pool. I just won $5 in the Championship Wrestling from Hollywood commentary pool. Thank you for that, Todd. Rey Rosas has an opening here if he ever had one, and he's going to try to get some power.
Oh, spit it out, Stu.
I don't know what's going on here. He's got no partner. He's in on his own here. The tag champ is in trouble.
Yeah, you said it. The tag champ, and that's what it is right now. But look at this. Dividing.
The referee allowing this double team to go on.
Conquering, and maybe going to beat the odds here. He's got the Revolution rocking and reeling here. Can he take him down? Yeah!
Oh.
Picks up the 7-10 split.
Very impressive. I don't know where he's finding the strength to do this, but I guess that's what makes the heart of a champion. And Rosas is prepared to try to eliminate the Revolution on his own here. Forearm to the corner. He's going in. Clothesline in the corner.
Look out, oh yeah, takes him down in stereo clothesline.
They all fall down.
And Bulldog, where is Rosas fighting this from? The will to win. This shows how bad he wants it.
Rosas heading to the top, a familiar place for him. What's he going to do here? Crowd chanting, this is awesome, and this is awesome.
Right now, everything coming up Rosas here. Look at that, the elevation. No, you did not have slow motion on.
Oh,
big time. Imagine? Big time hang time on that cross body.
That was impressive.
And Rosas is absolutely out of his mind here with this offense.
Double code breaker. Look at this. 1, 2, slow count, referee was not in position there. Ray Rosas may have been robbed. Very impressive right here. Rosas putting in double duty. He doesn't even need Peter Avalon. By now, Danielle's got to be pregnant.
What a coup this would be for Rosas if he can pick up the victory for his team. And can you imagine the Revolution when they've got the numbers advantage? If they let this opportunity slip through their hands, they'll never let it down. Oh, right into that big strike by the Russian combat sambo master there.
Well,
lethal striking and grappling Cabrera.
New champs!
And there he is, right in the nick of time. Avalon is back in this thing, and some life, big time life, being breathed back into the champions here.
How long was he gone? About 6 minutes? That makes about, that gives him just about enough time. Peter Avalon is back out here. Crowd going wild, looking to get a hot tag here from Ray Rosas. He might be back just in the nick of time here. And here comes the tag, Todd.
Tag is made, and you gotta believe Rosas is fresh. Well, we don't know what he was doing in the back, quite frankly, but right now, big drop kick into a moonsault onto Derevko.
Not the legal man, and I'm not talking about his green card.
Great officiating there. Tag team titles hanging in the balance in one of the most unpredictable tag team title matches we have ever seen on this program.
Of course, he might be working on an O1 visa. I don't know. I'm not an immigration attorney, but I know he just took a trip to the outside, landed right on his partner there. Bravo got crushed.
Opportunity here for the champs into the crucifix. Oh, but he rolled through. Momentum took him through, but we might see some of that signature double teaming by the champs. Look out here.
This is it. Boom.
Drop dead gorgeous. Avalon into the cover, hook of the leg, and the champs do it again. They find a way.
That was pretty, actually, very, very impressive. Ray Rosas had to step up there and pull all the slack there as Peter Avalon had something else on his mind. But I got to tell you what, in the end, these guys got it done like you said. They are the tag champs. Very, very impressive outing, especially for Ray Rosas.
Unpredictable.
He's the star of this team.
Not conventional, but again, the champs find a way to defeat the odds, to defeat the numbers. They roll on here, but my goodness, was that ever a close call for the champions?
A very close call. We almost didn't get to see our ring announcer. Uh-oh, wait a minute. I told you right there, there is dissension between these two guys. Rosas knows that Avalon was making moves on that no-good cross-side Danielle. The crowd chanting, not his fault. It was his fault. What's going to happen here, Todd? There's a problem here with PP Ray. This is major news right now.
Certainly seems to be some dissension in the ranks of the tag team champions. Rosas was left all by his lonesome for a long time.
And
but
you know all about that, I'm telling you. But in the end, they got the victory. Oh, look at this. Yeah, that's going to come back to bite them in the ass.
The champs embrace there, and they will roll on. And we'll see you next week, folks, right back here on Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.
What a crazy night that was.
What a title defense.